Welcome back, guys.
Oh, the second innings.
Nice Watchmen will be bowling. Premier bowler.
Sean, why do you need a number for?
The opening batsman is right-handed Yusuf Ali and the tail-ender in Kazim Hussain.
Kazim definitely has got himself a promotion of the order.
I'm sorry, I don't need.
And I believe this is tactical because he's a left-hand batsman.
Yusuf.
Very unfortunate. Very unfortunate.
I don't think the umpire was going to give that, but he's an honest man, Yusuf Ali. I have said that many times. He does not get the credit.
Yeah. Really, we appreciate the honesty by Yusuf because I don't think the umpire was going to give that out if he didn't walk off. So
I agree. I think this Saqib's going for the man of match today.
Very unfortunate dismissal that. Down the
very unlucky actually. It wasn't a bad shot by any means.
Looking at it from the naked eye, it didn't look like he even edged that. That's another one that's just missed it.
And I think credit has to go to Saqib for the dive as well to catch it actually.
He's a very agile fielder, Saqib. Could be the
shot.
And that's
what a brilliant catch!
I think the two debutants,
wow.
Batsman and Robin, are on fire.
Really impressive.
Saqib and
the players for the next game better make sure they're here. Looks like this game's finishing early. They've got to train to bloody catch.
Definitely, I agree with you. I believe they are hungry for their lunch.
Chaiwala's here. Right-handed batsman.
Chaiwala's come in and Naiwala
is vacated.
Oh, Chaiwala! Kashmiri Chai. Brilliant swing. I believe there is a lateral movement available for the bowlers.
No shot off.
Yeah, I believe he didn't think he's. Oh my goodness! And an outswing.
He moves it both ways.
Yeah, he does. He turns it both ways. I mean, the previous delivery, wow.
The previous game last week, when hit a run played him, he was moving the ball both ways.
The ball was much newer than, mind you.
I have faced this bowler before, and definitely, I recall having a lot of difficulty negotiating his deliveries.
3 runs. 2 wickets down, 1 wicket, 1 over gone.
Usman, right arm over fast. Oh, what a brilliant catch! Wow! Once again, Kazim fishing in that region and edging the ball.
Outside edge and well caught by
plenty of stretches from the
like let's start
needs a real captain in his ear.
Kazim is not learning from his batting because he got out the exact same way in the previous game. So he needs to watch the recording, analyze his batting, and he needs to figure out where his weaknesses are.
Absolutely.
Salan, a solid batsman,
He really pushed out that ball as if Jimmy Anderson bowled it on the 4th stump. There's no swing here, absolutely dead. Should let the ball go.
But I think you need to understand the situation the team is in. There is no need for him to be aggressive right now. He is the only batsman who can actually take them over the line, so he doesn't need to risk his wicket.
Absolutely.
So delivery from
Brilliant over. What a brilliant over by Usman. Consistent line and length, targeting those stumps, making sure the batsman has no room to pull a cutlass ball. And the fielding has been top notch as well. Oh, once again, what a delivery,
A fumble behind the stumps from Saqib, praising him.
Yeah, after taking 2 brilliant catches,
quite unusual.
He has fumbled the ball as well.
Reports are that this bowler, Usman Ali, will be representing Lahore Qarundars this season.
Short delivery, unplayed, and I think that's 4 dot balls.
Brilliant over. The only time the batsmen were able to get a run is when it actually was misfielded.
I think this is his first over in the tournament.
Very true. Mazabai, it was a good pull shot down the ground, but looking at the dimensions of this wicket, could have just stabbed that through 3rd man and got 2 runs there.
Yeah, definitely, I agree with you.
Full delivery, and I think that was a good ball.
Ideal.
Keeping by Saqib. I think the newcomers, Saqib and Usman, have strengthened this batsman.
They've lifted the spirits to some extent, definitely.
Oh! Brilliant pull shot there, I think that's what this team needs, some momentum. Okay, targeting that gap. There is an opportunity for run there.
There's definitely a run there.
Lack of communication.
Chaiwala misses it too much.
But
tea in the tank.
I can completely understand why they didn't run that.
Short delivery. Definitely a run there. What do you think, Moses?
Yeah, I agree with you. Aslan seems to be very hesitant to run actually.
He's playing for his averages.
No. I believe it's because he got run out in the last game. That's why he is very cautious. Oh, again! Brilliant bowling. Nice Watchmen are really struggling here.
First wicket for Zaid Rasool. Congratulations on what a catch from Saqib. I think he's going to be the wicket of the tournament.
That's absolutely right, Mazabai. So Naiwala follows Chaiwala onto the ground.
3 catches and a 25 retired by Saqib. I think this will be a tight man of match. It might be Saqib or it might be Usman. What do you think, guys?
Neither of them registered. I think man of the match should be going to the commentator who recognised the unregistered players. What do you think, Adnan?
Good point. However, I would like to make another point here. The league does allow teams to bring unregistered players, unregistered players,
Unjudged players.
and unjudged players in the scenario where they don't have enough players. So they are not breaking any laws here.
So the news is that Night Watchmen are bringing in Tino Best next week. Is that right?
I see the point you're trying to make. They're very humorous, Mr. Mozam.
Really good shot.
Coming out the ball.
It is a pleasure watching us.
It's about, to be fair to Arsalan, he's really been in a pickle all this season because of his team. No one really responding or staying on the other end with him, and he's just been left stranded at the other end.
Yeah, completely. I agree with you. In the previous 2 matches, if you're looking at the scorecard, Arsalan has anchored an innings, but no one has supported him on the other end.
Absolutely.
And the only time he has got out is via run out.
That's right.
If I'm correct, I think Arsalan is the top scorer for his team.
17.
For the tournament. For the tournament.
Strike rate of 25 for Arsalan. That's a
Very risky run, very risky run. Oh, brilliant fielding effort as well.
some real aggression there, some fire in the belly there from the fielder.
Good batting, good
This is
fielding.
very good to see from the fielding team. You see a complete contrast in the mentality of the fielders of this team and the previous team.
As well as the batting there, a contrast in mindset. Was it because it's the last ball of the over that he ran there? I don't know.
I think he just felt there was a very good opportunity to run actually. It's nothing to do with being the last ball.
Well, that's exactly the same shot again.
Yeah, but I believe he didn't run because he realized how good the fielder is.
And that was the same fielder.
Brilliant defense, getting behind the ball there.
There's always room for a proper test batsman.
Huh? I don't have it.
Good shot through the covers.
And he's sent him back.
Him down the river. So Naiwala nearly sold down the river there by his captain.
Bit of confusion there.
Hesitation.
Bad communication.
Show ball into the pads. Good fielding by Majid there. We've not mentioned Majid. What do we think of Majid today in this
No,
performance?
I believe Majid is a brilliant fielder. He hasn't had a chance to contribute with the bat yet, but definitely on the field I've seen... brilliant delivery!
The only contribution he's given is the £3 so far.
He's a multi-sportsman, Majid, by the way.
On
A goalkeeper for under-19 England football team.
Who?
Brilliant goalkeeper.
Oh, Majid, okay. Maybe he can be utilised as a wicketkeeper.
You've got Saqib Raja.
Oh, coming into the pads there. Arsalan can't pick him away.
Swinging in.
I think his strike rate is lower than mine.
Yeah. 4.7, it says on the back.
No one can blame his strike rate considering the current situation of the team. And I believe he's actually playing for the net run rate of the team right now. Because crossing 100 runs seems like... brilliant save. Brilliant save by the fielder.
The only thing I've got to say, Adnan, there's been plenty of captains and batsmen who have been in situations where team has not supported them throughout the tournament. But you've got to get a move on. You've got to take the initiative and show the way.
Yes, I agree with you.
Definitely.
Arsalan doesn't really have that much experience in this venue either, so you can't blame him using a few balls to adapt to the conditions at first.
Not necessarily blaming him for that. I mean, class batsman, but you just got to take on. Just got to look for those singles, rotate the strike, get as close as you can to that target. It's a mammoth target, by the way.
It's a huge target, but I do think that Arsalan, there's a few players in the tournament like Arsalan, myself, Arsalan, Haroon, Tariq. I think the strike rates are on the lower side, so I don't think we can blame him as much.
No, absolutely.
Another batsman is Shoaib. I think.
Yeah, Mazabah, just coming to that point.
Us guys don't take as much risks, and our strike rate are low on the lower side. We are very reliable.
Yes, definitely reliable batsman.
Saying that end of the over there, however, it's not about the slow strike rate, it's about the intent. The bowlers here don't feel pressurised because they know the batsman is just going to get behind the ball and show them the GM, the sticker, or the CA in this matter of fact here. You've just got to apply some pressure.
Good point, good point.
Shuffle around, do something to take the ball off.
Come out of the crease at times, you know.
Absolutely, yeah. And we did see glimpses of that in the first week, or was it the second week of the tournament, where Salan just exploded with that 6 straight over the bowler's head.
Yes, against the Mulvey Sixers captain on the first delivery. Yes. He came out of the crease and launched him for 6.
You see, this is what it does. This is what it does. Rotate the strike.
Just to say the power
I believe that delivery has brilliantly demonstrated Mozam's point.
Just to say the power play has been taken.
Well, notice again.
The first ball. That was just taken there.
Unlucky.
Giving him.
Naiwala has to go.
Got his fingers just under the ball there.
Once again, Arsalan holds all the responsibility on his own shoulders. Really, I am sympathetic towards him.
The good thing is he doesn't need to retire now.
How many overs he got left to bat?
20. I don't know any.
Usman coming in onto the pads, and I think they are 2-leg buys. Am I right, Adnan bhai?
Yeah, I believe yes. You're right. Good observation.
What would you do in this situation, Adnan, as the batsman?
I believe right now I would be looking towards improving the net run rate and hoping I can win the next few games with a big margin and really try to get into the qualifiers.
But how would you go about improving that net run rate and get as much as you can?
I think the best, that is how I would go about it. Pulling and cutting the ball and trying to find those gaps, putting the field on pressure.
Well, Adnan, we have Hamza Hussain at third man. What do you make of this? Third man.
I didn't see it.
Third man's
and another dot ball there.
And Hamza Hussain sits in third man, yeah.
I didn't see it.
They call it third man. We'll ask him that question again after he's seen the ball.
Some good intent in the previous over actually.
Might just come on to ball now on the second over of the power play. Full delivery and
Good shot, very good shot.
Point.
Analysis here.
A good shot for one.
You have all the things.
Adnan's done this week.
Is it?
Might be steaming it now. Full delivery and another one.
I think Arsalan is one batsman who rarely edges the ball, which is very good to see actually, because he's technically sound.
Short delivery and that's a dot ball. I do think on these power plays that they need to make use.
I believe the weakness of Arsalan's batting is that previous ball, the way he plays that. At times I feel he can just pull that ball instead of just put it like that.
Shot. What a shot.
Short delivery.
A shot of authority there by the captain of Night's Watchmen. That's it. It does take him some time to wake up.
There's 5 off the over.
But once he gets going, he's worth the money.
Definitely, I believe many teams will be looking forward to hiring Arsalan in the team next season.
Are they packing it in?
And that's number 4.
Absolutely, this is what you've got to do.
Exactly what Mozam was saying before. In 10, and that's another 5 runs.
And we're looking towards like 10 runs in this over. Firstly, he pulled the ball and cut the ball, and the 4 overthrow. Brilliant over.
3 singles and a 2 and a 5 for the overthrow.
That's right.
4 for the overthrow only. And the 1 run as well, so 5 of that delivery.
Coming back to your point about technique, this game inside is not about technique. If you can find the gaps and maneuver the ball around, that's all it is, Adnan. There's plenty of batsmen in the league who are not very technically correct.
Wide down the legs.
Yeah, good point. There are a lot of batsmen with unorthodox techniques.
I think
namely Mozam.
Adnan Bhai and Mozam Bhai, the best 2 batsmen in the league. Mozam's a bit more technically better than Adnan, but Adnan is, I think, the batsman of the tournament so far.
Very controversial comments. Anyone can call themselves as being the best batsman because there are too many things to judge upon.
I agree. Adnan is the better batsman. Definitely more correct, more technically correct, mentally correct.
No, I truly appreciate these comments, but I would like to very... Oh, brilliant stroke, brilliant stroke.
To the borders, I think Hamza
I would like to
Yunus-
very humbly suggest that the best batsman here will be decided actually at the end of the season. Oh!
Stumping opportunity.
Very close call, very close call.
What do we think about that decision? He said no straight away before he hit the stumps.
I think he made his mind up last night.
I don't think bowling.
No, I believe he was confident in his call there, and rightly so.
The movie 6 is the next game. I think the bowling is so strong. You've got Zubair, you've got Hamza Yunus. Could switch him out.
The main man is behind bars, who's behind this team. Lalit Modi, as you know, taking all the players for free, not giving them teeth,
Wide delivery.
not giving them any
You've got
teeth.
Hamza Yunus. You've got Zubair.
I think what people must understand, despite Molby Sixers being on top of the table, the bowling attack at times does leak a lot of runs because of extras.
I do beg to differ there.
Well,
The
the thing
bowlers
is,
in
If you look at the
Hamza-
statistics for the second team, you will realize 25% of the runs were off extras.
just to be precise, Benedict tells me 24.2%.
Forgive me for rounding up that figure.
Thank you. Cheers, Benedict. Cheers, Benedict.
And another one. Coming back to the bowling of the Molly Sixers, I think they're very, very strong bowling and batting unit.
Absolutely. Every bowler can bowl pace and spin. No, captain's just a
Not
spectator.
mentioning the Sri Lankan in Fernando.
Our statistic team is actually checking up some stats to back up the claims that are being made here.
We've got Benedict doing some research for
We've
next
not,
week.
we've not even mentioned Salman Khurshid.
Come on!
Not fielding, good fielding effort there.
Salman Khurshid and Hamza Yunus, I think they both start beautifully for the Molly Sixers, followed by Uncle Tariq, Zubair, Adnan Bhai, Haroon Tariq, and Fernando.
Brilliant shot. Brilliant shot. That's right. But coming down to that, I think they are the chokers of the tournament. You see,
Yes,
last year
rightly
what
so,
happened?
rightly so.
South
Molby
Africa-
Sixers won every game of the previous season and lost the final.
And
I believe a similar fate awaits them if they don't actually control those extras that keep leaking. Secondly, their lower order batting hasn't really been put under pressure. The top order has consistently scored,
Outside edge.
and I believe any
for two. And Adnan was saying
a rare
minutes ago,
edge.
Carry on.
edged it down to third man for two.
And that's the end of the over. 49 for 5 after 10, Benedict tells me.
2 more overs. I believe Arsalan just needs to make sure he
That's the
stays
feeling,
in.
Yeah, look at this feeling.
Believe me, he
Oh, brilliant stroke! What a brilliant stroke!
Short delivery and a
You
back.
got to do more of that. That's class batting. Come on, keep going. Come back. Carry on from here next week.
And Usman has to give a good reply here. Short again. And that's another single. That's 5 off 2 balls.
moved on to 36 very quickly.
Oh, bad running by the non-striker there.
See, my fellow commentators, this is the biggest frustrating part about Arsalan's batting. Class, he can do it. Just taking too long to get started. And maybe if he shows this intent at the beginning of the innings, he won't see a collapse at the other end.
Definitely, I do agree with you. If he starts his batting in the same manner, he has the potential to take his team over the 80-plus target. Brilliant shot, brilliant shot.
Michael, 29.
So bear in mind, they've got a slip in place now. And he's bowling half trackers.
How did you run the ball? 29 off 29.
Yeah.
What about you?
A missed opportunity there, I believe. That was an awful delivery.
You can't change it now,
You
Hamza.
can, if you can ever afford to bowl an awful delivery, it's right now.
Short delivery. That's another one.
Arsalan, choke mare de, choke mare de. 9 for a 50 or flag.
The highest run scorer.
For the maiden 50, ever on BB, ICL.
Arsalan is actually the highest run scorer of the tournament right now with 41 runs.
Great average and the strike rate up there as well.
And Sakif come on to ball and Usman's keeping. A fantastic effort by the debutant Usman today. Standing up where Sakif bowling.
Mother bhai, you staying for next game? Me, okay. Hey, छोड़ इसको.
You're playing this. All right. Why not play? Oh, you're making 9 runs or 5 runs. Yeah, I look forward to it.
I wish I could.
Full delivery and a stumping opportunity.
Missed stomping, missed stomping.
And he
Well,
might
you've
have
got-
dropped the man of match as well.
You've got to remember, he is a human after all.
I believe he needs to give himself a bit more space.
And that's 4.
Oh, Arsalan yaar!
Arsalan is creeping
डेढ़
towards
को
that 4 more to cross the
5 को
50.
चाहिए ट्रॉफी उठाने के लिए यार शाबाश
Smart, forget the gloves. They slow you down.
No. Come on, broke it.
Oh, it's goal
And the maiden 50, brilliant stuff.
बैट उठाने जा रहे
Brilliant innings, beautiful innings. Remarkable, remarkable. I mean, whole teams failed to score this many runs and he's done it all by himself. A record for the ages.
Fantastic innings for Arsalan.
What a brilliant innings, brilliant game.
Then he would have definitely got the man of match, but I don't think he will get to it.
Thank you very much.
See you next week.